Hi and welcome to Glen Valley Road, a little piece of heaven in Ward 2 of the town of Port Hope. It used to be Hope Township. I'm walking south on Glen Valley Road. Behind me you might be able to see the bridge that crosses this branch of the Kanaraska River. The bridge is approximately in the middle of the frontage of the lot. As you come north from Loyalist Road on Glen Valley to the lot's on the east side or your right, and you will see my sign. I'm going to move this just a bit. You'll see my sign on a tree, and that's at the bottom end of the lot, the southwest corner of the lot. And if you look in the trees about 15 feet into the bush, you'll see a surveyor stake which marks the corner. That's the corner of the lot. Back of my sign, I'm in the bush just a little bit. There's the surveyor stake. Now if you were to swing around and look straight into the bush, it's possible to see a clearing where the surveyors had cut a line through a number of years ago to establish the south boundary of the property. You'll see it when you get here. It's too thick to walk right along that property line though. So if you came across it, as you walk in, you'll see, just follow the clearing. There's a bit of a pathway cut that'll take you just a little bit to the left. And if you watch along the pathway for these green pieces of tape, you should be able to find your way okay. I've walked in about 50 or 60 yards, not a great distance. You'll see a tree with some green tape on it. As you walk past that, this is the highest spot on the south side of the creek. It's really pretty here. If you come by and you look to the south, you'll see a cedar tree with some red tape on it. That's a surveyor's tape marking the south boundary of the property. Right now we're very close to the river. It comes in quite close by. In the summertime you can hear it. It's really pretty. Standing here you can see it just through the trees. Walking along the south side, there's a beautiful little path here. It's really peaceful. And there's the river. This is the north branch of the Kanaraska River. If you look on a map, it looks like there's almost two of them. One to the south and one to the north, and they branch off just before it gets to Canton. The south branch continues through the farmlands into the northern part of the county and runs down to Lake Ontario. The north branch, which is this one, goes through the village of Canton and into the mill pond at the Canton Mills. And it comes out of the mill pond and up here. So there's no fish ladder at the dam, and the fish that are in this creek can't get into Lake Ontario. They winter in the pond. It's quite a substantial pond. And in this river there are browns and speckled trout. They say they get to be 2 and 3, 4 pounds, and they're never in Lake Ontario. It's got a pristine ecosystem all of its own. Really pretty. I'm now pretty close to the southeast corner of the lot. This is where the river leaves the property and enters the neighbor's lands. You can see how wide it is. In the summertime, there'll be places where it'll be 4 and 5 feet deep. If you like nature, if you like to get away, this is amazing. Now, the Ganaraska Conservation Authority is the governing body that has jurisdiction over these properties with regards to development. Because it has the river, it's spectacular. But because it has the river, there's going to be some hoops to jump through when a person wants to build on it. There's going to be restrictions, there's going to be some challenges to development. The owner of the property understands that and is prepared to work with a buyer and give them time to try and resolve any issues that come up. Several years ago, the Ganaraska Conservation Authority indicated to me that they were not adverse to people building bridges across these creeks and rivers to access the other side of their property. The potential is just amazing. We're going to work our way back along the creek to the bridge, still on the south side. Isn't it beautiful? We're standing on the south side of the river, right near the road. There's the bridge. On the sketch, you'll be able to tell exactly where we are. Let's take a look on the north side.